because usually we tend to make things a lot worse.
And 187, that's you back there? That's you on the camera? That's a picture. Okay, just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. Shout out to 187. Good day, sir. How you feeling today?
I'm good, bro.
Nice to see you here. So, Omni, what is your thoughts? I didn't get your thoughts on anything yet, and I want to go to 187 right after. What's your thoughts? Do men need to fall back in love with vagina?
I think men have never fallen out of real men have never fallen out of love.
That's a
Okay,
fact.
I believe it is just like Black said. It's the person we find that's attached to it. But I
Mm,
would also add that that has more to do with your selection process than it does, you know what I'm saying, with that person. Because
Hmm.
as the saying goes, there's plenty of fish in the sea. So why do you continuously choose trout when you can have flounder? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you continuously choosing trout?
That's true.
that's a great
You could
point.
be having swordfish this evening. You know what I mean?
That's the problem. A lot
Mhm.
of them are picking swordfishes. They like to play with sword. They like the sword fight. That's
Oh
the problem.
shit! God
Joe
damn! I
is
ain't mean.
tripping.
I ain't even mean to- Oh.
Hey, Omni, my next question before I pass it to 187. A man making 60K, no vision, can he sustain his marriage?
You ain't give me that question.
Six.
I'm gonna bring it back to you.
I think a man with 60K can, but when you add the caveat of no vision, as I said before, life is meant to progress.
Mm,
So if you're not trying, that just means he's not trying. He's content where he's at, and he's not trying for more. In most
mm,
family scenarios, is pretty much a requirement to continuously go for more year after year after year. You know
mm.
what I mean? So yeah, I think yeah, nah, it's not gonna work if you're not trying to advance. I don't think your family is gonna last too long.
Wow. But I want to let you know this. The British lady, she knows a man. He was making 40K in Canada, 5 children. This wife did not work. He found a way to get through and build up his business, and now he's making what, 6 figures?
Yeah,
And he's making
that's
you. I put
Yep.
you on mute just because your fan was coming through the microphone. So just unmute yourself. Yeah, you can unmute yourself now when you're talking. Yeah, because I can't unmute you. There you go.
Yes, yes. Was it
So
question?
he's
Was
making
it?
6 figures now. So
Oh,
what I
it's higher than that now. He's into yeah.
damn. So I think that's a beautiful thing because that's something that we always have a conversation about, that a man that do have a plan and he see his plan through, a woman is willing to rock
Hmm.
out with that. And I'm pretty sure 187 could attest to that. 40,000 in Canada with 5 children and a wife that is not working and bringing no money, and she's not showing her feet on OnlyFans. There's no easy feat. So I want to bring in 187 into the conversation. 187.
sell your feet, ladies. That's what
Trick
we
of
gonna
the
say.
devil.
Good men.
What is
That is shall trick of
Two
the
men need to
devil.
fall back in
That
love
is
with vagina with an
My
E
turn.
R E R.
My turn.
Yes.
trick of the devil. That it shall appear.
Okay. So all of the things that you need money for
Mm,
is unnecessary shit. All of the things that people spend money on is unnecessary shit. If you focus on the bare necessities, you can make 40 grand. 40 grand can stretch a long way.
hmm
I did not think that was going to come out your mouth today. I did not. How? So you saying 40 grand with the right vision, of course, that he can actually make him and his family persevere.
But this is the thing though that you're not looking at, that you gotta look at too. You mentioned that he's doing well now. So he
Mm,
didn't have a 40 grand mindset. 40
hmm
grand
Exactly.
was just his situation at the time.
Correct.
Hmm.
woo, that's a bar, and that's the real problem that a lot of these men have when they keep talking about this 100K thing. They don't realize that it's really their mentality. It's not about how much money you actually currently making. Right? It's about the mentality that you have, and that's why you are currently making that, and you don't have no vision to get yourself out of that tax bracket. And the women that you are dating, they see that stagnant in you, and that's why they actually run and go find somebody that is moving harder. Black says he's
But that woman,
100% in agreement.
but that woman with the 40K and all them kids, she ain't fucking go nowhere.
She ain't going nowhere, especially now that he made it. She ain't going nowhere. But Black
Nope.
says he doesn't agree. Black, what is your disagreement with if a man is making 40K today, but his mindset is of 100K or more individual? A woman is willing to deal with that, but you shook your head no. Why is that?
Because it's all about lifestyle. Like the true core matter of all this nonsense is lifestyle. It's whether or not you need that Benz, you need two cars, you need a mansion, you need a 5 bedroom house. All this is based on pricing. So it still boils down to money. It boils down to how much you make. Yes, you shouldn't be stagnant. You should be aiming to progress in whatever career or field which you're in. Like I said before, upward and forward movement. You cannot stay stagnant. You cannot fall down. You can't go backwards. You need to be continuously progressing towards the mountaintop. But at the end of the day, that's, you know what I'm saying, like that still boils down to lifestyle. If I make $1 million, but I don't change anything about my current lifestyle, I'm super rich compared to somebody who got $1 million and the first thing they did was bought a $500,000 house, $250,000 car. Now they're not as rich.
Mm, Selena, do you agree with what Black says?
I'm sorry, I stepped away. So you're gonna have to get somebody else on that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. The British
But
lady. You know what? Supreme Goddess PH Diva. What's your thoughts on what Black just said? You've been quiet for too long.
I actually didn't hear what he said either.
That's my fault because I'm not keeping y'all involved enough. Y'all done walked away. Bring your ass back into the conversation. Say it again, Black.
So like I said, I think it's less about the money, right? Like you said, the gentleman was making $40,000, but I'm pretty sure his lifestyle matched what he was making. He wasn't living extravagantly. His wife probably wasn't going out on shopping sprees. It was very, here's the money for food, here's the money for the bills. We're keeping things to a neat level. If we need to purchase clothes for the kids, here's the money I can afford to put towards that. But I'm sure he was saving very vigorously, applying his money towards his interests and his goals, and making sure that those things were happening. So it's just again, it boils down to lifestyle. Now he made it to over 6 figures, and his lifestyle didn't change. They stayed on that budget. They stayed with it. He's rich by anyone's standards.
But the problem is, the problem is though, is like what 187 is saying is that if a man has a vision and he don't have that man that we are talking about that was making 40K, his mindset wasn't a 40K individual.
You
And
know you're not allowed to do that. You know you're not allowed to do that, Sharon. You have to
what I
pay
do?
me some bumper clap money in a budget. If you want to use my fucking talking point and come piggyback off of that shit, you have to give me some bumper clap money in. I want to you mean?
I tell about Corey. I tell he needed to the
Get
more
your hand
time.
out my face.
No, but that's true. I
Do you
mean,
think, bro? No,
that's
no,
why I
I just
popped up
fucking with
here.
you, bro. Do you think?
That's why I popped up here, Sharon, because this is actually a great question and subject matter. Can 60K and no vision sustain a marriage? The key point is the no vision part.
Woo.
No,
Facts.
right.
you can't. You
Mm.
can't. With vision, yes.
Mm.
With
Mhm.
with the priorities is correct. If you have discipline, you have order. You're not spending, allowing your vices to get out of control.
Yeah.
You're diligent. You know how to plan out, and then
Right.
also have a plan for progression, where you're
Mm.
going to be in the next couple of years.
Mm.
Are you going to add, another job, or you're going to find a way to add, another income? You see what I'm
You
Mm.
know
saying?
how truth.
Yeah.
You know how you can know. You know how you can know that that nigga had a plan because the
Mhm.
woman didn't go nowhere.
Mm.
Yeah.
He
Right.
was there
Right.
to let.
So now 187, how do we get more young men to understand that they need a plan, not necessarily the actual dollar amount?
But
'Cause
it
they
also
see that-
depends on the woman too, one day, son. You can have a
Mhm.
plan, but if she don't believe in you,
What was
she
the
don't believe.
question, Sharon?
how do we get more young men to understand that they need to have more of a plan than the actual money in hand?
Grow a fucking pair.
Mm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Said
Yep.
this
Short
earlier.
answer. You want me to expound on it, but that is the short answer.
Mm.
Grow a fucking two giant sized King Kong motherfucking balls in your nutsack and be a man.
Can I say something,
Stop worrying about
Sharon?
pussy. Stop chasing pussy and chase greatness. That's my answer.
Go ahead,
Right.
Selena. Yeah, please go ahead.
I have a little short story to go with that, and now when I heard everything, it reminded me of my sister, older sister, and her husband.
Okay.
When they first got married, they didn't have too much of anything. They lived
Mhm.
in their his father's rental, one of his rental homes, and
Okay.
he was selling insurance, and he started being really good at selling insurance. He was like one of the best salesmen, and he built himself up in that business. And as
Yep.
he built himself up, he was actually making so much money. They were able to get out of the hood and go into the suburbs in a 5 bedroom home. And he sustained that. And he was just an excellent businessman because he grew up. His father taught him a great work ethic, which young men don't have today, and or young women. So,
Mhm.
with him being taught a good work ethic and how to go out there and be a man and take care of his household, my sister was right there. She was there, taking care of home, taking care of the children, working as well, supporting her husband, and they have done very well for themselves. I would say that, and they are comfortable. So it can happen, but people have to learn. We all do have to learn to spend within our means and not
Mm.
go beyond that.
Woo.
So, and that's what I learned from her and him, that it's possible. You don't have to go into a marriage with a whole bunch of money, but you have to
Mm.
have determination that no matter what, y'all gonna stick it out. Y'all gonna make it. And once you have that determination and have that purpose of making your marriage work, for not only for yourself but for your children, I think
That's
it's
right.
possible.
That's
Mm.
right.
Great point.
And
I love
thank you
that
so
build.
much
That was a beautiful build. I
for having
appreciate
me up
that.
here.
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Go ahead, PH Diva.
All right.
Hey.
Robin M. Wasn't 187 and Truth just talking shit about Sharon, yet they on his panel? Of course.
So
Absolutely.
I have a public service announcement. I want to say fuck the S.B.G, but that doesn't mean, Zine, that I can't come over here and chill with Sharon. Who the fuck
Absolutely.
with you guys? Why the fuck? No, but hold on. Can I say something real quick?
Let me get
Why
one
is
more.
it
Let me
that
get one more. Hold on.
I'll be a thing, bro?
Go ahead,
All
PH
right.
Diva.
Sugar Bum. Truth said he wasn't coming back. Loser.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It is what it is. But yo,
Give
Sharon,
y'all
I don't
stuck in
have
y'all
nothing
raggedy
personal.
tail, something to
I
talk
don't have
about.
nothing personal against Sharon. I don't agree with everything that Sharon do and everything that he say. But I don't have nothing personal against the man. Why should I not come over here and interact with him? It makes for a good conversation. I'm the fucking ops. I ain't got no problem with that. He ain't got no problem with that. Why y'all got a fucking problem with that? You need to shut the fuck up.
Don't explain nothing to them. I talked to
Who
Sharon.
laughing? Is that your wife laughing, Sharon? Is that Anya laughing?
More, more,
I hear
more
you laughing.
accurately, it was a
They love
cackle.
my
It
name.
was clearly a cackle in the back. I
They
heard
all
a
act like they
cackle.
hate me, but they love me.
I don't know who laughing. Somebody laugh. Somebody
You know,
found me funny. But yeah, but on a serious note though, yo, this fucking content, man. I'm the ops. I'm over here having a conversation. It is what it is.
Fair enough. That is fair enough. Y'all made me forget where I was at with my goddamn with my
That's
goddamn
the
train
man.
of thought. Hold on.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
All right, let
show.
me go on. I don't wanna.
Somebody that definitely has a vision. He got the vision. Shout out to Wody Mac. Good day, sir.
I thought you was gonna. I
You
thought you was
muted,
gonna say
Wally.
Brownsville.
How
I
you
might have
know it
fucked
was
up
me?
my mistake.
How you know it was me? I got that recognizable of a face, even in the dark. Damn, my head must be that fucking huge. The nigga saw me in the dark. I was facing this way like this. Nigga said, "Oh, that's Wody."
Cause you were smiling. That's why.
What
He
up,
shot.
Wody Mac? What's your thoughts? Do men need to fall back in love with vagina?
I would say no.
Damn.
I would say no. And I can expound. If you're uh, if you're focusing your time too much on the pursuit of women, you're not in the pursuit of your own personal goals, or uh what you
Mm.
have, the vision that you have for your life. If your main focus is loving on pussy.
Mm.
In a nutshell.
You know what I don't understand? Like all of us, I swear it doesn't matter. Most men that are moving in the right direction, that has a wife, have their kids, they have a solid career. We all say the same thing, that you need to focus on yourself, because that's one of the things that Selena said, that people are selfish, and I think men need to be selfish. But when she added other things, more the
It's
narcissistic behaviors, I kind of
it's wrong.
understood where she was going. But you do need to have some kind of selfishness so you can actually help build the family up together. I want to get True Love in there. He got something to say on that. He don't even need me to finish it. I want the British lady to jump in there, and we just keep it open. We just keep on talking. Go ahead, True Love, British
Yeah,
lady.
it's just a little content. It's I don't think it's really like so everything that I'm doing, I'm focused on my purpose of where I'm supposed to go. But
Mm-hmm.
it's not for myself, it's for my family.
Mm,
So it's not so much that I'm moving for myself, it's just I know where I'm going at and I'm staying the course with which you laid out for me. And then the woman I'm with, she's a part of that. So she's going to be residually catching anything, the residual effects of that, just coming, anything that we get, the house, the car, the longevity, everything, our
mm,
children, all those things go from me moving in my purpose, moving in my direction. So it's not me really selfishly. I'm in my mind, I'm thinking about them along the way. You see what I'm
mm.
saying?
And
Usually a
so,
selfish mindset don't other people don't benefit from.
the British lady, that kind of selfishness that True just explained, is that something that women look to as, for better lack of a better word, sexy?
Mm, no, I
Mm,
feel no, because I feel when you focus just on yourself and not as a family and as a group, you grow and then you're growing apart. You're not growing together. So I do believe you should look at yourself at a certain part of your growth, but you still have to grow together. I saw that in my own relationship. When I grew, I left them behind. So then there's a
damn,
gap. Then there's a gap, and then no matter how much you try to bring them up to that gap, you just can't. And then
Hmm.
there's, and then you've got all the jealousy, the you're doing this and I'm not doing this, and then you compete and the this because you grew and they couldn't catch up, and
damn.
then there's a big gap. So do you grow? Yes, but somehow you have to bring it where you're growing together, because otherwise she's at this level or he's at this level and you're at this level because you're seeing life completely different. You just are,
Wow. So he's still in the back somewhere left.
because they're not having the same experience. You're not doing the same thing, and this is why you start thinking, why are you not doing this when you're making this? And they're here, and you didn't grow together. They didn't experience what your experience as you're going through another level. Because as
Mm,
you gain more, you have more problems. You have more different things. You might have
mm.
more what do you call it? What was you calling your doodads? you know,
Got you.
and this and that. So you're experiencing it differently than they are. When I was doing it, I was buying my partner the doodads.
Damn.
But so they not experience what I went through. For
So
him
now,
to
when you was taking care,
either.
when you was taking care of him, do you think that you emasculated him by taking care of him?
Most likely. But what can you do? Because I'm doing this. So
But you
do
know what
they?
it is though? Sorry, finish what you're saying. I have something to say after you're done.
So it's figuring out how you can do it together. I don't know how I tried, but
Mm,
either you stay at the same level and then you talk about you haven't got the vision, or you
mm.
take the vision to another level and they're not with you on the vision, or they're not going up with you, and it's just a different journey. And somewhere along the line,
I think for you it's different. For women it's different because you're the woman. You're supposed to be provided a vision. You're not supposed to have to come up with the vision.
Mm.
So what
Correct.
I'm saying, so that is that
Correct.
in the first thing is a problem, right? You
but
need to be led. You're
But
not
that's
supposed to
the
be.
thing.
No,
If
well,
What do you
no,
most
mean?
men don't have a vision, they can't be providing us with a vision, right?
mm,
You got to
I
I
go
agree
for
with
think,
that.
yourself. And
and
I
I
I
think
agree
think,
with that.
women,
I,
But you're
I,
talking about a weak man, and if she's in
okay,
what
but
I'm
most
saying
of
to
them
this
weak.
lady.
Most of them
But
weak then.
what
And
I'm
so what
saying to
we're
this
saying
lady,
is that
what
women
I'm saying to this
are
lady
gonna be
is,
by
what I'm
themselves
saying
if they
to this
gotta wait
lady
around for
is,
a man to
I
give them
was
a vision.
talking and then this
I
person
was
just
too, and you cut
interrupt.
her
Excuse
off,
me.
and then you cut me off, sir. And what you
I
have to
didn't cut
say
her out.
is
We were
not
having
more
a
important than what
conversation.
other people
You're
have
just
to
butting
say. You
in.
cut
I'm
her
not
off,
saying it's more
right? And now
important,
you cut me
but
off.
then just
And so
you
I'm gonna
can
keep
show some
talking as long
decorum
as you
and
talking. I'm gonna keep
some
talking as long
discipline,
as you talking
some
because what you
fucking
have to say is
decency.
not more important than what anybody else has to say. Thank you, ma'am. Were you
Man,
finished?
lad.
Were you finished, British
I didn't even
lady?
hear what the fuck you said.
Right, and I didn't hear what the fuck you said either. Were you finished,
All right,
British
start
lady?
over. I'll
Were you
listen to
finished,
you
British
and then I
lady?
can talk. Finish what you said.
So yeah,
I think,
you ain't saying nothing that important. Shut your ass up.
I was just saying, I know you're trying to say that women should be led, but I have my vision. I have a vision as well, so
I understand that to the mommy, but you see the person for you, Zin, is not necessarily that he gonna come and your vision don't matter no more, but your vision gonna align with his.
yes,
Because if you gonna have to be putting if you don't go to work and you don't bring no money in and it's a problem for the household, that's a problem. You see what I'm saying? Like you what you're doing, yes, your vision, you have a vision, you know where you want to go. But you need to align yourself with
I
somebody that is
promise you, I
going in that
understand why some of
direction.
us are single.
What that? Why you say
Oh,
that
Wody,
now?
hey, Wody. Yeah, you was talking a
Why
lot of
this nigga
shit in
choose
the
to say
chat,
that?
but you got up here with me and you didn't have nothing to say. So if you got something to say, baby, I'm right here. What's going on? What's good?
Why you choose to say that, Bridget?
Oh, okay. We still quiet.
Why you choose to say that? Don't be up here and just talking slick shit in the back and then miking down my youth. What the
That
fuck you
was
say,
Wody
man?
Mac that was
Yeah, that
Wody
was
Mac
what
that said
Mac.
it. Wody Mac, he said, why did you say I could see why some of us are single? He wanted you to expound on that.
Yeah.
I know who up here is in a relationship, like otherwise though, but it's just the way that I like what that lady Selena came up here and said earlier, as far as like the selfishness. I've said that many times in other places. I think we are very selfish as a people in a whole, and that I think is one contributing factor to why I think a lot of us are single. And I can see by the way that we act with each other, it's why a lot of us are single. Well, nobody want to fuck with us.
Mm,
Some of us got lucky. You, Sharon, he 187, Omni. I don't know about everybody else. Truth, you know what I mean? But I mean, probably the women that y'all got also saw y'all vision, or you know what I
But
mean,
Bridget,
was willing to ride. Shit,
suppose
hey,
I
your
chose to be single.
story is
But
even
hold on
more
a second.
impressive.
I
Where you
got a
came from an
baby.
$8 figure dude,
I got a
but
baby.
your mannerisms and the way you handled yourself,
Your
obviously
phone
she
breaking up,
saw
man.
something great in you.
Your phone's
And
trying to.
then, but
That's a
anyway,
fact.
hence wise though, for
That's a
the
fact.
rest of us out here, I can see why ain't nobody fucking with us.
But yeah, I would agree. You see in the example that we started talking with the man had the wife and then he's rich now and then she stayed with him. You see
Okay.
if she had ended up leaving, if she wasn't seeing the vision and she wanted it now and she ended up leaving, if that I was that man, I would stay fucking single for the rest of my life. I would stay single for the rest of my life because you see when I make it now, anybody that's coming in after they see me make it, to me in my head, initially is a liability. And they have a lot
Correct.
of proving to do. They had a shit ton of proving to do before
Correct.
I can let them into my circle. Like that person who should have stayed in the jump.
Go ahead,
I got a
Black. I see
question
you
to
guys.
You
this.
ain't with
Oh,
me
Okay.
shooting in the gym.
I believe Omni got something to say. Diva like she got something to say. We go with Black. Go ahead, Omni, Diva, Black.
I got a question rather I want to pose to the gentleman of the panel because the lady said something earlier, and I always hear this, and it sounds like a goofball thing to do, and I'm always judging men by what I would do as opposed to what they're actually doing, which is what gets me in trouble a lot of times. So, why do you think that women are reporting men when they're with somebody prior to success and then they achieve success? they abandoned the individual that stuck with them in the mud and the dirt on the way to
Didn't
success.
I just say that? I said that
Yeah,
earlier
that's
on.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
I'm asking the men to address that. Like, what do you think that's about? Because it sounds like a goofball thing to do for me. Honestly,
What is
I'm
that?
looking at
Say that again.
basically
I
what
think he
Kanye West
referenced.
did with Kim Kardashian and you know saying that one poet that was out of Chicago when a man gets to a certain level of success, he abandons the individual that rode with him to success and then gets somebody else.
But he didn't abandon her. She abandoned him though. I don't understand
Who?
the question. We talking about it from a man's perspective or from Kim Kardashian perspective?
No, 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 no. Kim Kardashian was the other chick. Kanye West was in a relationship when he got into that car crash. When his jaw was wired shut, he was in a relationship with a black woman. And
Who
then he
knows
went
why
to
the fuck he
Amber.
broke
Then
up
he
with
went
her,
to
man?
Amber Rose. Then he went to Kim Kardashian. Actually, that's
Dude,
what
maybe
it
she
was.
sucked somebody's dick. We don't know, man.
But
Yo,
this lady,
it's
this
just
this
yo,
that could
it's
be a
probably
that could be
private.
a reason.
Yeah,
But
but I'm just saying though. I'm saying though, Zin. If
yeah,
you're
yeah.
coming from nothing, you know what it feels like to come from nothing, Zin, and somebody is rocking with you. That
Mm,
there's an emotion that is tied to that person. There's a bond that is created. So when you get there now and you're there, superficial things don't necessarily matter because you have money. Zin, money always make people look better. Money can buy you a new ass, new tits, fix your face, is in plastic surgery, all them things. So once you get money, it's not necessarily a problem. It's just who the fuck knows? Maybe the money changed her. You
mm.
see what
That's
I'm
an
saying? She
interesting
start
point.
get
We
the money
never,
come
we
in and then
never,
she start
yeah.
and then she start moving sideways. You know what I mean? But you rarely find it. And let me not say that because money can change a person getting it too.
True, but
But something
no, what
happened there.
there's also that aspect of it that we never actually address because I know when I'm doing more and more things within my life, I get all sorts of random calls from family members I haven't heard from in years. You know what I'm saying? So money does not only exacerbates who a person is, but also it could change the people around you. You know what I'm
So I
saying?
would say,
That's
um,
definitely
I don't mean to cut nobody off, but I would say that goes back to everything we were talking about earlier this evening. This could be a case of trauma bonding. This could be a case of the person that you initially married isn't growing quick enough with you. You've outpaced them. You're so far ahead in what you want to do and how you want to get it accomplished that they're now a hindrance. It's not that you hate them, but maybe they can no longer fulfill the need that you need, and you found another person who suits, who's more compatible to that. I'm not saying that that's for sure the statement, but it's something to be considered.
okay. Makes sense.
Well, so I think men, tend to date or a couple at the level that they're at, right? So, we see all these women on TV or on social media or whatever, and you may not have access to them, right? But you do have access to, the cute little sweet girl down the street, right? And so you're going to get with that cute little sweet girl down the street, and y'all might rock out for a minute. Um, and as you climb, when you get to a certain place where you have access to those women you was looking at, but couldn't touch, now you can touch them, right? How many? A lot of men don't have the discipline to not touch them, and then once you start touching them and get in there, then you start thinking, oh well, these are the women that's really in my league, right? And the little cute sweet girl from down the street, now she, you can do better than her now. And so I think a lot of them do. If they can do better, they're gonna do better. There's a saying
Mm,
that like men are only as faithful as their options. And so I think when men have access to what they might consider a better, woman or a more higher status woman or whatever, that they're gonna take that opportunity to get with her.
Woo. Mm. Ah. That's a lot for me sometimes. There be a lot of thoughts going through my mind when y'all be talking. Man, the options thing. So Now that that man moved up in the world, he got new options, and now he can't control himself anymore. Whew. Oh man. British lady, have you experienced a man that you know what? I got a better question. So it seems like British lady had a problem with herself moving forward in life, getting better with her business. Her money moved forward, and she was saying she had to leave her man behind. Why is it that men have a problem with a woman moving forward in life, especially financially? And if it's the other way around, if the man is moving forward in life, it seems like everything just moves peacefully. But if that woman is moving at a higher pace than that man, why does that relationship tends to break apart? I'm curious. What's your
I,
thoughts? Anybody?
I
I say the
unfortunately have.
order of things.
Is
Oh, go ahead, Black.
Wait, didn't the
I'm
British
right.
lady have that experience? Tell us.
Yeah, I would have to defer to her. She would. She's the only person that can tell us
That's true.
I've heard a few people that's had it as well, but it's it's not like that they didn't try. Don't get me wrong, but and it's not like they're a bomb and they wasn't working, they weren't doing the stuff. It's just you keep moving and they it's back to the vision. They have a vision, but you got to stick at it. It's not easy. You got to put the effort in. You got to
that's
put the work.
not what it is. That's not
What
what
is
it
it?
is.
Wait, why
What
did
is
you
it
It
then?
just
is
cut
it
her
is the
off
it's
again?
the potential, it's the
Why did
potential and I'll
why
be
do you
real
keep
quick,
cutting
bro.
her
I'll
off?
be real quick, bro. It's the potential and the
Okay.
reality,
Sharon,
right?
check your cash out, baby.
You moving.
Oh
You know
shit.
what? I'm a bounce. Fuck the SBG. Fuck you, PhD. If I go suck your
Yeah,
mother.
fuck your mama too, bitch, and all the fuck ass niggas, whatever country your ass in.
that that man knew what was up at the moment. PhD even said, "Sherrod, check your cash."